Welcome, guys, to the next. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome, guys, to the new Flex Pro podcast. I got my boy Carnell in the building. Welcome. My boy Carnell, we've known each other for about, 2023? 2017, maybe? 2016?
Whenever I moved in with Jose, to be honest.
Shit, whenever. So, Carnell, I met him from a mutual friend, Jose, which he's been on the podcast before. Carnell and I, we chopped it up a little bit. We were just like, yo, listen, man, we got to get us on the podcast, you know? And, welcome in. Carnell, tell him all about you and tell him what you do. Just tell him about you, bro.
What do you mean? What do you mean about what you do? Like, in terms of...
What you do? I mean, shit.
Okay. So, my name's Carnell. I'm just a content creator at this point. I've been saying I'm a photographer, a streamer, a video editor, the whole nine spiel. So, at this point, I'm just a content creator. I've been doing Twitch. I haven't been doing it in a while, I ain't gonna lie, but I used to do Twitch, racked up 3K followers within 2 months streaming freaking Clash of Clans. We could chop about that, but when I was streaming with Twitch, playing Clash of Clans, believe it or not, that's how it all kicked off. Like, after I saw the potential I could do with, not just content creation, streaming, I was just like, all right, let me dive into other, things like photography, and that's how photography flew off, and then, video editing, that's how that flew off, and YouTube and stuff like that. But now I'm just right now I'm chilling, but I am trying to get back into, streaming on Twitch. I'm really big on photography at the moment. I don't know if you heard of photo manipulation.
Never heard of it.
Okay,
but you can chop it up right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So did you see the recent post that I put on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah, with the face chopped up.
Yeah.
So stuff like that.
Okay.
Because I feel like everybody at this point on Instagram, they're good photographers, right? Everybody knows how to take a good picture now. So before, that was my forte. I used to take good pictures, but now it's kind of like I don't really see it as competition, but I like to stand out. So I feel like now I gotta step it up a notch and do something different on my Instagram. So right now I'm into that photography manipulation.
Well, that's fire. So I mean, shit. Like, let's start off with Twitch, right? I mean, we're both Twitch streamers and shit. You started off way before I did.
Yeah,
so
man.
Do you feel like there's a difference between Twitch back in it? Because when did you start streaming? Like 2015, you want to say 2016? Or shit, even before that, maybe?
I'm about to pull up the account, to be honest.
Damn.
I'm about to pull up the account. That's when, I started streaming when they didn't even have a category page.
What?
Yeah. Being so serious.
Damn, see, that's crazy because, okay, so now, do you feel like there's a huge difference in Twitch back then to now?
100%.
For the better or for the good, or for the worse?
For the worse. And the reason I say that is because, for me, when I started streaming on Twitch, or when I started watching people on Twitch, it was more in terms of gaming. It wasn't really more of, sit down and chill, watching people watch videos and stuff like that. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. Honestly, I watch streamers that does that, and they're pretty funny. It's just that we know what we're talking about, right? Yeah. I'm not going to say it. I don't know how you feel about that, but you know what I'm talking about when it comes to, that shouldn't be allowed on Twitch.
Yeah.
So, but I want to say it's definitely on a decline because you see big streamers moving on to other platforms because, Twitch is moving shady nowadays. And I'm not just saying it for myself. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that, they gave us ad revenue because I logged into my account the other day and I was like, ad revenue? I can run ads now? I can make money from ads? How long did I just spend it? 5 or 6 years? But I would say Twitch they have a lot of work to do if they want to attract more creators. Now, I'm not saying they're going to probably go out of business, because the only competition they really have is Kick. But at the same time, people were saying the same thing about, what was the other one for Xbox?
Oh, Mixer, yeah.
Yeah, but then out of nowhere, they got shut down. So I don't think Twitch is going anywhere anytime soon because they do still have some big time, creators on there, streamers on there. But I feel like it's definitely on a decline.
So I mean, I definitely agree with you, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's shit. I'll talk about it here right now. I really don't give a damn. Like,
I mean,
Twitch has definitely changed a lot since when I first started watching Twitch. I mean, shit, I was watching people play like 2K17, 2K18 on there, right? And it was a dope time. But now it's like, yo, on the real, like pool, hot tubs, and whatever the hell they got going on. Like, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a different time now, bro. And it's just like so many people are like tuned into that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not discrediting any of those streamers. You know what I'm saying? I might do a stream like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
I hope not.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get the bag. You know what I mean? But it's just a different time for Twitch right now. And you know, Kick. It seems as though a lot of people are going over there. I don't know if these contracts that are given out to content creators are like actual. You know, if it's true. Because they're saying that Nick Merchant just signed a $10 million deal. They're saying Amaranth signed a non-exclusive $15 million deal. They're saying, who was the yellow guy? Aiden Ross, he signed a 2-year, $80 million. I don't know how true that money is, but if it's true, I mean, shit, they getting paid like NBA players, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hope they just don't make the same mistake that they did with, you know, Mixer. Because when they tried to sign Ninja, they still got paid that man.
They ended up paying him.
Yeah,
they paid him $30 million outright.
And that's what I'm saying though. It's just like they paying all this money, but they're not realizing like the repercussions. And you would think, you know, you got to see this as a business. It's just like that's a big ass gamble.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like you would think other platforms will learn from that mistake, but I mean, listen,
maybe
you know, kick out other plans or something.
Well, I know Kick is backed or funded by Stake, so a lot of people use Stake, and I guess that's my second question for you too. Is like, how do you feel about people gambling on stream? Because you know Twitch banned that, and you know now Kick, everyone's going on a Kick and starting to gamble over there. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's. I really don't pay much mind to it because I mean. You know what's good and what's not, right? Like, I guess in a way, it's bad because they're promoting gambling, and you know how that goes. But it's kind of like, as a human being, you know what's good and bad. You know, it's like cigarettes. You might see. Well, I don't think they do commercials for cigarettes anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you're not gonna sit there, pick up a vape, and you know, smoke. And you have all these smoke shops, but you know what's good and what's bad. Like if you want to gamble, gamble. If you don't want to gamble, don't watch it. You know, I feel like
I mean, shit.
It's hard. No, it's just hard because it's like, do you feel like that might be a problem? Because it's just like even with all the betting websites, they got commercials about it, right? Like.
So, I mean, for me personally, right? Like, number one, I don't even have crazy money like that to be gambling on shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I did, I don't know how I feel about it because at the end of the day, like, me personally, I would, hold on one second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm recording a pod right now. Let me call her back.
Yeah.
Shout out to Danny, by the way. He's always giving me shit for not shouting him out. Danny, thank you for interrupting the podcast and my thought. No, I'm fucking around with you. But nah, all jokes aside, like, for me, I just think that a lot of these content creators, I don't think they realize that they have a lot of kids on their platform, right? So it's like you're kind of teaching them like a gambling addiction very early. And I don't think, but of course, right, that's not on them. Like that's on the parents, right? Like the parents should just be observant of like what their kid is watching. But at the same time, it's like, shit, we could say the same thing about porn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause shit, like it's bad. They don't actually, and I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. Listen, they don't ask you if you 18 or older on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just, it's so easy. You just, you hop on and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like.
And the thing is, it's just like I said, you know what's good and what's bad. Once that pops up, you're like 21 or older. If some 13-year-old was like, okay, boom, that's on the parents and that's on him at the end of the day. They're going to be like, how you going to hold a 13-year-old accountable? But it's kind of like at the same time, they gave you that warning. They said 21 and up. You know damn well you're not 21. So why you hit me?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's true. And I don't know. I think the one thing I don't, and going back on Twitch, like the one thing I don't like that Twitch is like telling people that they can't do, or I don't know if they ended up taking back what they said was that they don't allow their creators to multi-stream.
So they can't. Oh,
for a little bit they were saying that you can't stream on Twitch while streaming on, Kick and YouTube, and because Ninja did that, right? Like Ninja, and he just came out with a clip the other day and said like he wasn't making any money off of Twitch for a whole year because he was multi-streaming. Okay. He was streaming on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Number one, shout out to his computer for his PC to hold it all that shit.
The streamers got they got the ins and outs. They got the secret parts that we don't know about. Because I'm telling you, when I put these parts together, they don't be running like their computers.
That's what I'm saying. And it could be the same exact parts that they advertise, but someone's lying.
I'm telling you.
Someone's lying.
They got the new 5070 out there or something. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's just like, what the fuck? So, so I don't know. I just think Twitch is fucking up, and maybe they'll get it together, but I feel like Twitch is kind of like Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's gonna go on Twitch because it's a nice place to go to, but then they ain't gonna be listening to their people. You know,
they not. They're not, because it still doesn't make sense how somebody could get banned for standing up on stream, but you got somebody in a bikini in a hot tub and you're just letting that shit go by. Like that I don't understand. So
I mean, yeah, and I think it would take Twitch for a big content creator, and of course there's been a lot of big content creators that left already, right?
Yeah.
But I think someone like Cenat, who averages about like 60-70K per stream, or someone like Pokimane, who is like very well known in the Twitch world, you know what I mean? Like once they leave or they're talking about leaving, then I think they'll wake up and be like, oh shit, okay. Because they're kind of just like, whatever, like we can afford to lose these people, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, once you lose those people that are like, that's your platform, then that's it. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
shit. I heard YouTube gaming might be the wave now, bro.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
That's where everybody's going to. I mean, I honestly thought that was gonna be the same thing for XQC, but honestly, I see no change.
I mean, shit. He's over at Kick now too, right?
Yeah.
So he's big chilling. But I think he has a non-exclusive deal, or he has an exclusive deal.
I'm not too sure, but I just thought the fact that he left Twitch would create some type of impact, but honestly it didn't, because that man averaged 60 or 70 no matter what game he's playing, no matter what he's doing.
Dude. It's crazy. And I watch guys like Aiden Ross and Neon and all these other guys, bro, they're still averaging. I just tuned into Neon shit the other day, who he used to stream on Twitch, and this motherfucker had 100K just like watching him. And of course, like, you know what it is, the one thing I learned about their streaming shit too, there's always like chapters to shit, right? So like before in the past, people will have celebrities on their shit, right? Which is cool. Like they're in the house to chop it up, whatever. Now it's like IRL streams, like you going out to a restaurant and talking to a chick or whatever. That's the wave now, bro. Yeah. And it's just like, that's so crazy how. And I wonder what the next big thing's gonna be. I mean, the IRL streams, it looks like it's been doing well because, shit. Yeah. I mean, these streamers are making money off it, like crazy money, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. The thing is, it's like, I don't think people realize, like, just doing simple life things is entertaining to people.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, obviously doing out of the market things like, Cenat, doing random things. I mean, obviously that's going to bring in some people, but sometimes, simple things in terms of just going out to the, grocery store, going out to dinner, or just going out on the walk, people are attuned to that.
Yeah, and shit. Well, I guess the one question I was going to ask you too, because you said that you started streaming Clash of Clans.
Yep.
And you got to 3K. Mm-hmm. And then what happened there? Like what made you stop streaming?
That was a pure life move. What you call it? So when my mom decided to move, once my mom decided to move, there was some life issues where I had to move in with my aunt, and I was living downstairs. And for me, I had that thing on lock, like set up. Like I needed internet cable. I told them I needed an internet cable in order to stream. They couldn't make that happen because they put me all the way in the basement room. So I had to stay with my aunt for like 2 or 3 months. And I tried streaming, but the thing is, it would just go on and off. And that was just pissing me off. So I decided like, hey, I'm gonna take a pause. I'll come back when, I can get a decent internet cable when I move, and then I'll get back into streaming. But that never happened because all the the adjustments that I had to make and all that stuff, it didn't work the way I wanted to. So I just stopped. I think when you're streaming, you definitely need that group of people, because when I was streaming too, I wasn't just streaming Clash of Clans. I was streaming Minecraft too. I was streaming with a streamer. His name was Dad Owl at the time. He's all the way based in California, San Diego.
Damn.
But man, I'm telling you, that man had pull. Like, that man had pull. He was, when we went to TwitchCon, he was literally meeting up with like the famous Minecraft streamers.
What?
Yeah, when I was down there with him the first time, literally I just stuck. What do you call those people that just be like with somebody just to
like I don't want to say a wingman, but I guess like
you know,
you just there. Like,
yeah, I was just there, and I was just witnessing everybody. He just knew everybody, and this man averaged about 100, 200 viewers concurrently just playing Minecraft.
And this is what year at this time?
This
give or take
2017, 16.
And to put it in perspective, like, it's a lot of viewership now, right? Like 100, 200 people is a lot. But back then, if you had that, like, yo, you were the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, is this guy still streaming to this day?
Nah, that's the sad part. He said he was thinking about coming back, you know, streaming, but it would be more of, like, he said VTuber. Okay. But what you call it? That man, he was putting in work. The only messed up thing about it was that when he applied to be a partner, they would decline his application.
What?
Yeah. And I was just like, I don't know why this man's putting in 100, 200 viewers every stream. He knows people. Like, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, that man was putting in work. And then we would stream games together like Valorant, Minecraft. It was pretty good. We had like a system going on. I'll raid him, he'll raid me, because at the time I was averaging like 30 or 40 people. And but yeah, I'm gonna let you know now. Once you keep streaming, like say for Fortnite, something hits different. And I think what motivated me to get to 3,000 followers within, I'm gonna say a 20 and 30 day time span. What did you say? Like 20 minutes.
Well, 30 minutes. I think you at first you said 2 or 3 months, but
okay.
Now you're saying 20. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, 2 or 3 months. It hits different when you ever got fan art before.
Yes, when I first started, yeah.
Yo,
when I first started.
That shit hits different.
Yeah.
I wish I still had that picture, but I done switched mad computers, deleted mad photos. Like, I'm sad to this day that I still don't have it, but once you get fan art, that thing hits different. It motivates you more, you know? And like I said, if you have a group of people that stream with you, it motivates you to do more, it motivates you to keep streaming, and then eventually have some output. It's really hard for people that stream by themselves because there's nobody, you know, really motivating you. Mm-hmm. So I think that's really key.
So I think for me, right? So when I first started, and I wasn't like getting crazy followers, but I was just getting like at one point, bro, and this shit is so crazy, bro, because, you know, when I was streaming, I started like August of 2019. No, September of 2019. Then I became an affiliate January of 2020. Some shit like that. But I was streaming throughout COVID, whatever, right? But right before I started playing Warzone and all that shit, I was just streaming Fortnite 5 or 6 days a week. Like, and some days 7 days a week, right? Yeah. I would work, go home, like not even work and go home because I was working from home too, but like some days I would work, go coach, and then go stream. And I would stream for like 5 or 6 hours, right? Bro, there was one point where like I had like 300 followers, right? And then I was averaging like 20 viewers per stream. And like at the time I was like, oh shit, blah, blah. But then I got so burnt out for Fortnite. And then what I noticed was when I switched to Fortnite, the viewership changed up. So like the 20 went to 8. So I'm not saying I was all about the viewership, but I was kind of like, damn, like, okay, now I got to build this fan base again. So I started doing that. But then like, obviously life happens too, right? Where it's just like, you know, COVID was starting to get over and all this other bullshit. So I was just like, you know what? And then I was in the middle of a move too. So I moved from my dad's house to here. And I just didn't start streaming again because I was just like, like I'll just stream whenever I stream. But I feel like for me, bro, when you stop streaming or when you stop doing like uploading videos or whatever, when you kill that momentum, bro, I just talked about this with Rayvon. Like once you kill that momentum, bro, it's like you work hard for 2 or 3 months, let's just say. You work hard for 3 months, but when you stop, you're declining. Like, you know, and in order for you to build that shit back up, you gotta work 6 months again, like hard 6 months.
You gotta work 2 times harder.
2 times harder. That's what I'm saying. So like all that shit that you did, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to like get that shit right back up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure like, because I saw that you were streaming the other day, right? And how did it feel? Like, because obviously there's a difference too, right? Yeah. Where it's like when you first started streaming to now.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like when I was streaming that day, I mean, I tried to do something different that I wasn't used to. Like I was trying to do like, you know, a reaction type stream, like looking at videos and stuff like that. And it was cool, but I just wanted to get back into the whole routine of things. Of, you know, starting up the stream and doing all that type of stuff. Because I don't think I'm ready to get back into streaming games just yet. Because it's just like, for me, I'm all about like online multiplayer games. But now it's like I've been out of, you know, I haven't really been gaming like that, and trying to get back into those type of games is kind of like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's impossible because So me and my friends used to play Call of Duty like nonstop on the Xbox, but not really on the PC. So, and you know, Call of Duty on PC is like, it's torture. Why would you want to do that to yourself? You know? So I was just like, when I tried to get back into that, I was just like, I don't think I can keep up with these guys anymore. They're different. You know? I feel like these kids nowadays that being like different, bro. They're different. They're way different. So it's definitely different now. But I don't know. I've been thinking about maybe going back to like my old games in terms of like, probably not Clash of Clans. I think I'm done with that. But maybe go back into like the mobile scene, because that's another thing too that helped out with my viewership and exposure, is just like finding games that are not like oversaturated. You know, I didn't mind Clash of Clans because it was more of I was looking for games that, okay, what can the viewers do on stream? And I was like, okay, I think everybody likes to backseat game. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was the perfect game to allow people to do that. So people are like, okay, you should put your base there. Or a lot of people that were coming to my streams for Clash of Clans, they wanted base reviews. Yeah. It was like, okay, you can look at my base. To be honest, I didn't know what was a good base. Yeah. What was not a good base. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was just like, you know, coming up with nonsense. But it's just like, people like that interaction, even though they know damn well you don't know what you're talking about. The fact that, you know, they got to be part of that stream is what matters the most.
Bro, and that was the crazy thing, right? Because what I used to do, so I told you, I streamed like 7 days a week, or 6 days a week sometimes. And I would do like 3 or 4 days out of the week where I'm playing with the community. So like, whenever I would play with randoms and shit, and I'm like, yo, what's going on, blah, blah. And I'm talking to them, and then they're like, yo, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was the mic. I don't know what it was. But they're like, yo, are you a streamer? And like that, back then, that was like a big thing, right? Because now if you play with randoms, it's like, oh, like, okay, like another guy. You know what I mean? But back then, I was geeked because I was like, yeah, but like, I'm not a big streamer. They were like, oh, how many viewers you got? I'm like, I got like 6 people. I'm like, what? Yo, that's dope as hell, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, yo, like, let's play another game, right? So then that's how I would get the people to keep coming back. So when I did community night, I used to do Zone Wars. That was a mode in Fortnite where it would be 16 people just going up against each other. I used to have like tournaments like that. Bro, it was a dope time. And like I told you, bro, like, I was ass as fuck at Fortnite. Ass, bro. But the fact that...
Look, John Michael won a couple games, but you logged on, so
I don't know. Yo, so like the fact that like, you know, and I used to tell them all the time, like, yo, guys, like, how about y'all play? They're like, no, we want you in here. They were like, and then one of the kids told me, it was like, even if we have to let you survive to the last one, it's 1v1, we want you in here, bro. And I was just like, yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm like, yo, there's no way. Like, bro, I was small. Like, I was a small streamer. And I'm like, yo, that's love right there, bro.
It is.
And you know, like, not saying when you made it. I don't want to say when you made it, but you know when, like, you got something good going on when you get fan art, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah. Bro.
Motherfuckers start making clips of you on your own stream and, like, doing their own edits. I have this guy from Sweden, my boy, Dan. Bro, this guy, he, you know, I would do something stupid on stream. He'll clip it and then make his own edit and then send it to me, and I'll watch it on stream. And I'm like, yo, you a crazy motherfucker, yo. But that's my guy. Shout out to Dan from Sweden, man. But yo, it's love, bro. It's love in this community.
It definitely is. Like, all right, so when I stopped streaming, so this is when I first got my first apartment, right? It was a studio over in Carteret, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me hop on Twitch real quick. Let me stream just out of the random, because that was the same year I did the Super Bowl stream. Okay. And then people that was crazy.
That was crazy.
I started streaming, and then I realized this one dude that came in here, and he was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And we was chopping it up, and he was like, "Yo, can I, add you on Discord real quick?" And we talked on Discord. I was like, "Okay, cool." And we just had a real conversation. He was just like, "Yo, can you imagine? I am 22 now. I used to watch you when I was like 15 or 16. I was just like, damn,
that's crazy.
I was like, damn, okay.
That's crazy.
But yeah, he was just like, yeah, man, you helped me so much, and the whole 9 yards. He was like, yeah, I used to watch you every day. Come home from school, and conversations like that. Like when people say stuff like that, it also motivates you to do more. But man, it was just like that was a good feeling. It doesn't matter if I had like 5 viewers. Just listening to that and just watching people type that did it for me. That kind of just motivated me to pretty much stream every day too. So,
bro, and the crazy thing is, it's like, so shit. And I'll admit it now. I don't give a fuck. I don't work at the job no more.
Yeah.
But I used to stream while I was working because I was working remote during COVID.
Okay.
So like, whenever I would stream, my boy Izzy, my ex-girl at the time, whatever. Shit, I'm trying to think who else. And one other person I can't think of right now. I'm sorry if I forgot you. But they used to tell me that, yo, we're watching you while we're at work, and like you're making the day go by so much faster. And I'm like, bro, like that's crazy that motherfuckers are watching me at work, bro. Like what? And then they're talking about that their days go by faster because I'm just doing dumb shit. And then my boy Izzy, shit, he used to watch me from work, and then sometimes he'll come home, he'll have a Truly, like the drink and shit, and he'll be like, yo, let's play. And now I'm playing with this guy again, bro. Like it's so crazy, bro. Like I'm telling you, like when people tell you shit like that, like yo, you made the day go by faster, or like like the work day was ass, but like out. And then Izzy used to tell me, bro, I used to wait for your notification to say you were live, just so I could pop over the Truly and just. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. What?
And that's another thing too. It's kind of like you want quality viewers like that, because there's people they're just evil, bro. They're just prey on your downfall. You don't even know this guy. Just to start shit talking. That's another thing too. And I'm pretty sure you came across that too.
Oh yeah,
bro. When I used to play any type of game, really, always got to be that one viewer just coming in here talking about he's either racist stuff or just shit talking. Remember, I had this one guy. I was playing. You ever heard of the game called Unturned?
Yes.
So I remember this viewer came on. He wanted to play a game, but the thing is, I was already full. Like I was playing with viewers already, so I was just like, all right, we'll get you in the next one. Bro, he was so mad. He was just like, I hope you don't succeed on Twitch. That's why you're not. He just starts spewing like hateful stuff, and I'm just like, that's not the type of people I want on my stream. You know what I mean? So I think when people stream, they should really pay attention to the quality of viewers, not the amount of viewers, because that's always going to follow up later in life. Because that's another thing I noticed too, is that like a lot of people are so worried about the number and not the quality of viewers, because they'll keep the hateful stuff on there, just for the number wise. You know what I mean?
Bro, like that's the one thing I learned about society, bro. And it's not even just Twitch, it's just everything in general. Like, dude, the minute people see you happy, bro, it's like they want the worst for you, bro. And I'm not saying, like, when you got your circle of people, or even just like people who want to see you happy, bro, it's like, all right, cool, whatever. But there's just some people, bro, they just cannot stand when motherfuckers are happy, bro. And I'm sure at that time, I don't know what you had going on in life, but when you were streaming, that was your peaceful moment. You know what I'm saying? Like your happy spot. You know what I'm saying? Your happy place. Bro, I know people that will come into my chat or even just like troll me on Instagram, like making fake accounts, like, yo, fuck you, you're not gonna succeed, da da da, whatever. I used to get that shit for Plexro all the time. Like people used to be like, yo, Plexro's gonna fail, da da da, whatever. I'm like, damn, bro, like I ain't even do nothing but just talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
And I think that's what a lot of people got to realize too, is like when it comes to Twitch, and then you want to have that success, you got to be ready to deal with that type of shit. Because at first, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I'm not worried about that. That's nothing." Nah, that shit takes a toll. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like maybe happening once or twice, it's not going to affect you much. But once it's consistently happening, it's just like you gotta deal with that. You know what I mean? So,
and that's another thing too. Like for me, Twitch, I just got burnt out, bro.
That's another thing too.
Burnout is very real with this shit,
bro. It's bad when I started streaming, and literally I used to stream every day because I really had no job. Like I was working at Home Goods, but Home Goods wasn't that. But I would literally stream every day. It was to the point my mom had to check on me and just be like, "You all right? Like, are you eating?" Because I would just be on my. I would literally take a shower, go in my room, stream. It'd be like 1 a.m. I'll go in the kitchen, see whatever they have. But other than that, go back, sleep for like 4 hours, wake up, shower, stream again. And that was like 6 days straight. My mom was really concerned. She was like, "Look, you're not eating. I need you to eat because you've been in this room all day. Like, I need you to do something." So,
but that's the thing though. When you in that grind, bro, right. It's like you don't give a fuck, bro. Like you don't care, bro. I'm telling you, like, dude, there have been days. Bro, perfect example, right? I was still streaming at this time, so it's right before I moved from my dad's house. I was playing New World, right? This is when New World first released, bro.
Okay, we was playing that. Yeah.
Yo, dude, I played that game the first day they released. I played it for 18 hours straight, right? On stream, 18 hours, bro. And I was like, bro, there was literally the only time I left my room, I took a piss twice that whole day. And I picked up my Uber Eats order twice that day. Because I did not, wild, bro, I didn't care, bro. Because I was like, yo,
Pee only twice a day, bro.
Yo, bro, I didn't drink water that day, bro. Like, you know what I had? I had 2 bottles of water and 1 Mountain Dew, bro. No bullshit. And I was in that computer, bro. My dad literally came because I think the game released at 7 or 8 a.m. I played it with Brian and John Michael. Jose was playing later on that night. I played at 8 a.m., bro. I don't think I got off, no bullshit, like 2, 3 a.m. The next day. So then my dad came into the room at 11. He was like, "Yo, you still playing that game?" I'm like, "Yo, this shit is dope, blah, 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 whatever." And like, all right. Yeah, and that's your response. So then the funny thing is, he was like, "Yo, you didn't work today?" I was like, nah, I took off, right? So then the next day, it was 3 a.m. I woke up again at 6 a.m. So I only slept 3 hours. And I played another 8 hours, bro.
Yes, man, bro.
And my dad, again, comes in at 5 and was like, "Yo," he was like, at 5 p.m. Now, shit, yeah, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. He was like, "Yo, bro, you didn't have work again?" I was like, "Nah, I called out again." He was like, "Yo, you bullshit." Yo, you bullshit. And I'm like, yo, but when I was on that grind, bro, and it wasn't like people were talking throughout the day and shit, whatever. But bro, when I was on that grind, I didn't care, bro, because I was making clips for New World. Like, I was just trying to upload. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're on that grind, bro, shit hits different, bro.
No, it does. It does. Like looking back at it now, it's kind of like it's definitely unhealthy. Probably won't do that again. I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do, but I probably won't do that again. But yeah,
I mean, life. I mean, you gotta remember too. Like, at least for me, that was like 3 years ago. So like, life was completely different 3 years ago than it was. You know what I mean? Than it is now. I just think that I wouldn't have the time. Not that I wouldn't have the time, but it's just like I don't think I would make time to do that. You know what I mean? Because playing 18 hours on a game is crazy. Straight too is crazy. Bro.
I don't know how people do. I know back then, like 24-hour streams was like a thing and all that stuff, but now it's kind of like. I can't even be on that game for a good 10 minutes. Like, I'm gonna say 10 minutes, but 10 hours.
Yeah, honestly. And shit, it's just crazy, bro. Like life in general is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro, but shit, man. What's been going on with you though, man? Your daily life, like, what's up with you?
Just work, man.
Just work. That's it.
Work, man. Just, working the full time, working the part time.
Okay.
Trying to get the money up.
Trying to get your money up, not the money up.
Hey, I'm trying to knock out. I'm trying to be financially free. You feel me?
Yeah,
that's the end goal. Financially free.
Financially free?
Yeah, financially free.
Let me ask you something, right? So financially free, right? So do you feel like how do I phrase this? Like, do you think that there could be distractions with you being financially free? Like, let's just say if there was like a like, I don't know, just like a new job, or like a new girl, or a girl in general.
Yeah, no, I mean there was definitely distractions. God bless, I don't have the distraction now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Hold on, clip this down.
Like the thing is, just like, ever since the thing is, the viewers probably won't know who this person is, but y'all know who that first person is.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that was like, let me start off with this. Are we gonna be talking about relationships?
I mean,
I just want to make sure.
We don't have to take a deep dive into it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We can be on the safe side. We gotta go in the danger zone.
We'll be on the sidewalk. We'll be on the sidewalk. All right. So I feel as though, yeah, there was a couple of distractions. You know, it's really hard when, you know, trying to be financially free when your partner is not on the same page when it comes to finances. But yeah, I just feel as though, you know, if your partner's not on the same page when it comes to finances, it's really hard to, you know, become financially free because, you know, I feel like you have a goal, that person, the other person may not have a goal or have a different goal. And if you can't come to a compromise on, okay, we gotta do this to hit, we gotta do X, Y, and Z. If we can't be on the same page to get to, you know, pretty much that, you know, that financial goal is kind of like, it's really hard to do so. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So for me, yeah, I did come across some what would you call it?
I guess distractions.
Distraction.
But listen. Here in the Pleximo podcast, we don't like to throw shots. We just like to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, at the end of the day, you know, it's all love to the people that you dated, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure it's all love, you know? Fuck them. No, just...
I might tell a joke, but I never tell a lie, all right? I might...
But, nah, all jokes aside, like, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes with certain guys, I've dealt with it before in the past, not in my recent relationship, but like before in the past. Like I felt like there was distractions. You know what I'm saying? Like there might have been a goal that I wanted to achieve, but like because of like toxicity and like how like they reacted to like the way I wanted to achieve my goals and shit, it was just like, nah, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that distraction, bro, I'm telling you, like that's why when you get yourself a good woman that like wants to do that same vision with you, bro, it's good. But you got to remember, like, to always keep the relationship fresh and keep it 50-50. You know what I'm saying?
Look, we had this conversation before, man. I don't mind spending on my partner if the money's there, but if the money's not there and you're not understanding of that.
All right. You know so now I got a question for you now. So you said spend it on your partner, right? So now, what is your opinion on a relationship being 50-50?
50-50, I think it's respectable. Even if it's like 60-40, all right? 60-40 is like the max, all right? Because I feel as though men, the only time a man should consider providing 100% for their wife, well, for their partner, is when they become their wife, right? When marriage is into play. Once marriage is into play, then that's understandable because it's locked in at this point. Now, obviously, you know, things can happen, get cheated on, but I feel like you got to be a smart enough man to know when to marry someone that you can trust, right? So once that's set in stone, after that marriage, then it's completely understandable, you know, if you want to 100% provide for your wife, that's fine, that's cool. I'm on the same terms. But if y'all are dating and we're boyfriend and girlfriend, like that's 50-50. Like, because look, we're in a world now where it's really hard to provide for one another. Like, I think most of the Americans are making like what?
I think the average income's like $30,000 a year.
That's insane.
Yeah, like $25,000-$30,000 a year.
That's insane. Who's providing somebody else with that salary?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not. Look, pray to God I don't make that low. You know, I don't make 30 no 40. But it's just like, in order to ease up on things in terms of bills, stress, and all that, it just makes sense to go 50-50. Once y'all have everything figured out, once y'all start moving as, you know, one, in terms of, okay, y'all both moved in, marriage, house, all that, it's easier to provide for one another. But I feel like if you have your own place, I have my own place, I can't provide for you. I have my own place to, you know, pay for it, electricity, water bill. You're not helping me with none of that, you know? So what makes you think I have enough money to take care of another human being when I can't even I'm barely trying to make it myself.
I mean, listen. So that's a question that I got asked, right? On because I do this thing on my Instagram where it's like, yo, ask me questions for the future podcast. Right? So I had a conversation with a high school friend of mine.
Okay.
And this is what she said.
Okay.
She said that she wants 100% provider, right? But but then this is the thing though, right? So the guy got to take care of the rent, but she'll take care of the little bills and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of agree, but let me say why I agree. Mm-hmm. If let's just say I live here, right? Mm-hmm. And I start dating someone, whatever, blah blah blah. Mm. She moves in now.
Okay.
Right? I feel like that's the only way that I would do that. And even then, Cardinal, it's like, bitch, what we doing? Like, what we doing? Like, what we doing? Because, like, yo, it's hard. It's like you said, it's hard to even, bro, you and I live on our own. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, bro.
Yo. It's hard. It is. It is hard. Because every day I ask, where all my money go? I work a full-time and part-time. Where all my money going? Going into bills. But that's just me just talking. But let me tell you something. I hate to do this because then people gonna be like, oh, this is like, you know, they start getting sensitive. But it's just like every female that I spoke to that's financially educated, that got their shit together, they don't mind going 50-50. You know? They don't mind that. Mm. You know, I ain't throwing no shots, but they don't mind going 50-50. Like I was on okay, and I'm going to get some shit for this too. I'm just going to say it how it is. So I went on a date yesterday, right? Bro, it was like we bought 2 drinks and a starter. That's about it, because we ate before we got there. I didn't mind paying for the whole bill. I put my card on there. Bro, she literally shoved the card in the bartender's face and was like, split the bill. She's like, I can't have you do that. It's 50-50.
Damn, W woman, bro.
I was just like, are you serious? Like, I was going. She's like, nah, don't worry about it. It's 50-50. Because that's what she goes for. And she has her own, I'm not saying, you know, she's the one or anything or any of that, you know, that nature, but it's just like, she has her shit together. She bought a house. She respects to her. But she understands 50-50 because nowadays it's hard. It's hard to provide for one another, you know?
So wait, now let me ask you a question, right? Because now you brought up a good point, right? Mm. So on the internet, okay? This is a question for the people at home and a question for here too. So you know how it's like a stereotype, I guess, in a sense, for the man to pay for the bill on the first date, right? Like you taking out a chick, you gotta pay the bill 100%, right? Yep. Is it a green flag for a guy, right? When he's about to pay for the bill and a girl just says, nah, let's split it 50-50. Is it a green flag then?
I don't want us, you said first date?
First date. It's a very first date with the chick.
I would say it's a bonus, not a green or red flag, because it is the first date, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you expect to, you know, pay for at least the first date, but don't like overdo it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't go to no fancy place. Like for me, I don't care. I took her to my part-time job because I know I got the game for free. You know what I'm saying? But I paid for the drinks and the food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you gotta be smart.
Yeah, you just gotta be smart about it. But it's just like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with paying the guy paying the bill during the first date. Now, like I said, just don't go anywhere crazy. Like I think on the first date you should do something activity-wise, right? If you go to like a dinner on your first date, you're wasting money. Okay. The reason I say that is because y'all can have that conversation face to face, but there's no activity type of thing to it. I feel like you will learn a lot more if you went to go out and do bowling or something that's, you know, more active rather than just eating. Because, I mean, if you're going to spend money, you might as well have fun with it.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So, I don't know. I feel like that is a bonus. Like, if I see that, then it's going to be, okay, I like that, you know, that makes me more interested. I'm not going to say that's a red flag that, you know, I had to pay for, you know, the whole thing, but I think that's a bonus.
So, I mean, I don't know if you saw the list that just came out. It was a list of like...
I saw that list.
Yo, bro, that shit was bogus. For the people that didn't see the list, it's a list that came out that it says it's first dates that you shouldn't take a woman on or like whatever.
Whoever likes that post, like if I see any of my friends like that post, bro, I'm about to unfollow you at this point. That's how I'm coming, bro. Because it's like, yo, Well, first of all, some of those things on that list is kind of like absurd. Who's taking somebody to church on their first date?
Nah, yeah, like that's crazy. That's crazy. But I do know somebody that did that shit, by the way.
Come on, bro.
No, I swear on everything I love, bro. I was gonna say I swear to God. Listen, I know someone, right? God bless this dude's soul. He's a religious man. Good for him. But I ain't taking you to church. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, my grandma and my father go there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, no.
You ain't being my peeps off rip like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
And I feel like, how do you get to know someone off rip like that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even talking at church. You gotta, while the preacher's preaching.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you ain't really listening. You know what I mean? Like,
dude,
I saw a church. I saw, what was another one I saw that was crazy, bro? I saw like, I ain't gonna lie.
There was a good point. Okay, so there's an exception. Fast food chains like Chipotle, like, nah, come on.
Nah, that's OD. That's OD.
Like,
but let me ask you, how you feel about Applebee's though?
Look,
2 for $25 ain't bad, bro.
2 for $25, and then they got the happy hour. It was like, what is it, like $1 margaritas or something like that. Like,
it's a good time.
It's a good time.
It's a good time.
I'm not going to slack on Applebee's, even though I really don't eat there. But I mean, if somebody wanted to go to Applebee's, sure, we go to Applebee's.
Yeah, that list was kind of crazy, but it was 30 places, and the fast food shit was true. But then like another one that I saw was bowling. I like bowling. I think bowling's dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time. You know what I mean?
They just mad because they can't bowl. That's why they got it. They be like, "Oh, can I get the bumpers on?" That's why they don't like that. You know what I mean? Because they suck at bowling. But
I don't know, bro. I just think that today's time is definitely way different.
No, it is.
You know what I mean? It's
it is.
You know, it's you know what another thing is too, bro. You brought up a good point. Like you brought up like if a girl's not understanding of your struggles and shit, right?
Yeah.
So now let me ask you a question about struggles and shit, right?
Okay.
You ever had a situation where you got? You know what I'm saying? Where like you might have hit an overdraft, or like you might have like, you might have motherfucking.
All right. So
you know what I'm saying?
If we're talking about overdraft,
no, it could be either overdraft or it could be like money that just like you expected it to be there, but then it wasn't there when you woke up. You're like, oh shit, a bill came out.
No, I mean, okay, so I wouldn't say bill. I definitely got hacked, but we're gonna save that for another time. We're gonna save that for another time. But there was a time where the overdraft, I woke up and I was like, yo, why is my shit in the negatives? You know what I mean? And it was tough because it's like I don't get paid anytime soon. So I was just like, yo, where'd my money go? So this was the time where I wanted to go to TwitchCon by myself for the first time. So this is the first time I ever traveled by myself. But at the same time, I was moving in with Jose at the time. So
oh shit.
What happened was I only had one credit card. It's a security credit card. Not crazy. I think the limit was like 2,000 or whatever. So I decided, I was like, okay, in order to make this move, let me pay my apartment's rent with my credit card. And shout out to them for allowing that. Like they should not allow that at all. Like, if I knew that, I would have. The cashback would have been crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
But what you call it? I paid my rent with my credit card, right? So I didn't have no credit card, and then I had to pay the 2.5 months rent, like the deposit for the place I stayed at in Parlin. So there goes that. So I was like, okay, I got a few bucks left. Like I'm chilling. So I booked the trip or whatever, and I go on the trip. And that was a terrible time because I had no money to spend down there.
That's crazy.
I went homeless when I got to California. We'll save that for another time. But when I came back from my trip, I noticed I had no money. It was like negative. It was like negative $100 or whatever.
What?
I was just like, yo, where the fuck my money went? And I was just like, damn, I can't tell Jose that. I'm overdrafting, and we even spent like 2 weeks in the apartment already. You know what I mean? So I was just like, oh shit. So I was like, oh shit, I need to get this money. So I ended up selling my Xbox, my PS4, my drone. Like I was literally on OfferUp selling everything. Like I want to say everything. My graphics card from my other computer. Like I was finding anything to sell. Niggas was buying it too. So luckily I came up from it. But I was literally selling like everything. But I felt like every time I was making money, so fuck banks.
Yeah.
They hit you with the overdraft fee, right?
Yeah.
you'll overdraft, you'll pay them, then they'll hit you with the overdraft fee. So now you're back in the negatives. So now I got to get out of it again. And then they'll hit you with another overdraft fee. So it's kind of like, it's a rinse.
Cycle.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo, fuck this. Yo, fuck tracks at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just literally selling everything that I had around that time just to get out of that overdraft bullshit.
And that shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the time I got, right? This shit was embarrassing, bro. This was back in 2017, 2018. I was on a date, right, with a chick, bro. This shit was embarrassing. I was at a date. I was in Westfield, right? So you know Westfield, like the restaurants are like dummy expensive over there, right?
Yeah.
So I go over, boom, whatever, right? It was a good time, by the way. It was a good. It was a okay time.
Okay.
Let me not say great time.
Okay time. All right.
It was a good time until it was a okay time, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, we're going on with the date, blah blah. Now the bill comes, right? So I usually do a thing where I check my phone, whatever. But I didn't check my phone this time, right?
Okay.
I didn't check my phone.
Okay.
So I put my card there. It says it's declined, right? So I'm like, oh, like at the time though, my card was chipped. Like it was fucked up.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, listen, like swipe carefully, you know what I'm saying? Then it'll go through. Then they told me that they tried it 3 times already. So I was like, oh shit, right? So then I was like, all right, well, give me 1 second. I'll pay it, right? So I was like, whatever. So I told the chick, I was like, yo, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I don't even know why she believed it, right? I was like, yo, give me a second. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. Go in the bathroom. Check my Wells Fargo. Motherfucker, that shit said negative like $36. And I'm like, yo, what happened, right?
Where your money at?
So I had a bill that had came out at the time that I didn't know, I forgot about. So I was like, bro, fuck. And this bill, by the way, was like $125.
Oh, shit.
Mind you, we was like chilling. We got wine, all this other shit. It was $125. I'm negative like $35. Bro, so I was like, yo, there's no fucking way, right? So my stomach started hurting, bro. And I'm like, damn, how the fuck am I gonna pay this shit back? At the time, Venmo was key, right?
Bro.
Yo, so I hit on my boy. And I wish I had my whole Venmo account, bro. I hit on my boy. I was like, yo, bro, I need money, yo. And he was like, how much you need? You need like $10, $20? And bro, we was in college, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, when I told him, I'm like, yo, I dead ass need like $150, bro. He was like, what the fuck you say? I'm like, yo, bro, like, also no bullshit. I need $150. Mind you, I'm in the bathroom for a hot minute, by the way. So he was like, yo, bro, like, when you gonna pay me back? I was like, yo, I promise you on everything I love. Mind you, this was like on a Monday or Tuesday. I was like, yo, I'll pay you back this Friday or Saturday, bro. No bullshit. He was like, all right, bro. He was like, all right, yo. He's like, yo, you go owe me big time for this shit, right? Because mind you, he told me he was going on a date. And he was like, yo, I'll cancel this shit. We gotta let me know now, like, if this is really what you need. So I'm like, yo, that's my boy. Shout out to my boy. I ain't gonna say his name, but shout out to my boy. He sent the money to Venmo, but in the fucking note, this guy says, got you on Friday. Right? So he was like, oh no, get me on Friday, whatever he said. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Why the fuck would this guy say this shit, right? Whatever. Point is, sends the money. Now, I paid this shit, right? So now it covered, might have been like, it covered enough for the bill and for the overdrive negative shit.
Okay.
So it paid for the bill, and then I told her, I was like, yo, do you mind leaving the cash tip? She said she didn't have nothing, right? No cash. So now I was like, damn, when I put this amount, my account's gonna be negative again. But I didn't know how the system worked. If I put the tip in there, like, write the tip in there, then it's like, whatever. So I just wrote the tip, and I wrote like $15. Damn. A couple days later, so it was a Tuesday. So a couple days later, you know how like sometimes when you put the tip in, it'll like come out later on? Yeah. So it came out that Friday. But luckily I got paid that Friday. Okay, so you didn't. So it covered that, and I paid my boy back. Bro, it was crazy. Bro, God is like insane, dude. There was multiple times, dude. Like, dude, I'm telling you, college, I was broke as fuck, bro. There was a time where I went to the movie theaters, right, with a chick, right? Oh, that was another one that they said it was a bad one. It's like bringing a chick to the movies for the first date. Oh, yeah, I just thought about that right now. But anyways, there was a time where I'm taking the chick to the movies, right? Mind you, bro, I'm telling you, college, I was broke as fuck, bro. Because like, I was working, but I was working just enough to pay for my gas, insurance, all that shit, right? Yeah. So, for whatever reason, I didn't check my account, right?
Bro, you gotta start checking your accounts before you start.
No, I do now. But it's like, Yo, so I go and it's $5 Tuesdays, bro.
Okay.
$5 Tuesdays. Tickets are.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you good. Tickets are fucking $10, right? They $10 in total. Well, no, it was like 15, some shit like that with tax and everything. That goes through. Now, where they get you at the movie theater is with the food. Mm-hmm. So the food that we ordered was like $32. When I swiped my card, bro, declined, bro. And I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here, yo. So then this is where this chick came out low key clutch. Okay. And she was like, yo, I got you. So I was like, okay. Cool. So now bro, I didn't bother checking my phone because that's embarrassing, right? Yeah, no. I didn't have to use the bathroom. I wasn't forcing myself to piss. I wasn't going to do any of that. So literally, right, I get to the car because we took two different cars. So this is the last day I spoke to this chick too, by the way. Oh, so man, come on, she held you down. No, look. So now, when I get to my car, I walked to her car, right? And I walked to mine. Bro, I checked my Wells Fargo, and it says negative like $26, whatever, or negative $25, whatever. I get a knock on a fucking window, and I'm like, oh shit. So I was like, I rolled out a window. It's her. I was like, yo, what's up? She was like, oh, blah blah blah. She said some stupid shit, and then she looked at my phone, bro, and it said it in bold. Like Wells Fargo was bold. It said negative 26. From that moment on, brother, her mood changed, bro. Her mood changed. I never spoke to that chick again, bro. Never spoke to that chick again. That was the last day I spoke to that chick. Dead ass.
Bro, you need a privacy screen. That's what you need.
I only had that once, bro. And
what, the privacy screen?
Yeah, I had it once. I didn't like it, bro. It was too dark for me. But I'll tell you, when she saw that shit, that was the last time I spoke for her.
Man, she's like, I don't fuck with broke things.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't blame her. Shit, I do not blame her. Dead ass, Cardell. I do not blame her because I'm like, yo, I was a broke boy back then, bro. I was broke. College, I was broke, bro.
I feel like you gotta understand, like, when people are in college, like, they ain't gonna have money like that. I mean, granted, it was only $32, but I mean, you still gotta be understanding. It's just like sometimes people don't got it. Sometimes, you know. So unexpected things happen. But okay, if that's the case, then I'll share my my little hack story because what you call it. This was like a year ago. Now I think about it because I moved in March, so it happened around the same time. Like we're in now, like November, December. But I'm chilling, right? So it was a good ass day. I'm in my bed. I'm about to knock out, right? And then I get a notification on my phone. I was like, who hit me up this mad late? Like, what? I look, and it's PayPal. I was like, I don't even use PayPal like that. Like, it came, so the only time I used PayPal was when I was in California, and I needed to get an Airbnb. So I checked, I was like, PayPal, what do they want? So I look on it, and it said that I made a transaction of 232, it was like Brazilian dollars or whatever. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nah, this is a scam. Like somebody's scamming me right now. I checked, and I was like, I checked my actual account, and I was like, oh no, these niggas for real. I was like, what the fuck? And it says Twitch Interact or Twitch code, and I was just like, Twitch? I haven't been on Twitch in like God knows how long. What the fuck? So I log into my Twitch account, and now I can't log into this shit. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So I sent the email out to Twitch support, and they're taking forever. So I was just like, all right, let me hit up PayPal, right? And asking me dumbass questions. She was like, are you sure you didn't make this transaction? I was like, nigga, no. I'm in America. I don't have Brazilian currency. Like, look at it. It says Brazilian currency. She was like, okay, we're gonna, cancel the card. We'll send you a new one, and then we'll put in dispute or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. So once I was done with that, Twitch got back out to me, and it was like, it seems like you definitely been hacked because obviously the location and the currency. But they was like, I don't know how. So this is what they said to me. They was like, I honestly don't know how this person got into your account and bypassed the 2FA. Is that the 2FA on there?
2FA, yeah.
And she said, we don't know, but I highly recommend you change your password. We'll reimburse you for the amount. And I'm sitting here like, okay, but like, can we explain how this person got past my 2FA? Because at this point, if the person can get past the 2FA, there's really no point in me changing my account. Obviously, I'm going to change the password. Yeah. But it's like, yo, what are we doing about this?
But the 2FA, was that going to your cell phone?
Yeah, it was going to my cell phone. So I'm just sitting here like, yo, I never got that notification. Like, I'm not tripping. And yeah, so what this person did was he bought bits and donated them to a different account. And I told him like, yo, look into this account or something, because you know who buys bits and then donates them to somebody that doesn't stream. Yeah. You know what I mean? So luckily they got that resolved. But after that, like I was up all day switching all my accounts from Google to like accounts that I don't even use, like Zynga.
That's crazy.
Zynga. I was out there switching all of my passwords. There's a website that you can actually check to see if it's just been compromised, because that's what happened. I think it's called, I don't know, I have to check again. I ain't gonna lie, but one of my emails was compromised, and I guess my dumb ass, look, there's a lot of passwords to remember. All right, yeah. So some passwords are the same, and that's how they got into it. So I was just like, damn. Like I literally stood up all night just changing all my passwords to my bank accounts, everything. So I was not trying to have that. That actually happened to my mom once. You know, they bought a car and some other shit. Like she was going through it. So yeah.
Yo, and the crazy shit is, I'll tell you a story that happened to me. So this is like 2015, 2016 now, and you know I'm still in college, whatever, and I tried to use my card somewhere, like at a gas station or some shit. Luckily, I had gas, but it was like, you know, whatever. And they said it got declined. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, why? Like, and now I checked my account right there and there, and I just saw like it had money or whatever. And I still had, like, it says I have money in it. So I'm like, what the fuck? So Wells Fargo, I called the support, but the support was taking mad long. So I was like, yo, bro, what the fuck? So I was like, okay, let me just call them tomorrow. So I had to go to work. So I went to work, whatever. During my break, I went to Wells Fargo because again, the support was taking too long. Yep. And I'm like, can you guys look into this for me? Like, blah blah whatever. They're like, oh, it seems like your account was locked. I'm like, why? They're like, oh, someone tried to make a transaction in Nashville for a TV in Best Buy, and they locked your account because at the time Wells Fargo like noticed that I was in Jersey, but then saying I'm buying shit in Nashville, like they were like, so they locked your account right then and there. So I was like, okay, did the purchase go through over there? They're like, no, like that's why your account got locked. Bro, I was dummy tight because I'm like, yeah, bro, like imagine that shit would have went through. But I was like, yo, shout out to Wells Fargo because that shit could have went through. I would have been fucked, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, and that's another thing too. Is like, yo, we really gotta be careful what we put our cards into, even the chips, because people really are out there skimming that shit. Like, really, with the credit cards, like insanely.
It's crazy.
It's
these
crazy
credit card
here.
scammers, bro. Even like these people that be like, "Oh, you want to flip $10 to $10K, bro?" It's scary, bro. I'll never click on those links. And when I see people, knock on wood, because one of these days I might get caught up out there. But I'll never click on the link. Whenever somebody be like, "Yo, click on this link," blah blah whatever, I never click it, dude.
You ever get one of those spammy text messages? Be like,
"Oh yeah,"
and it's just like, "Yo, this text message is obviously bullshit. Like, who you think you're fooling with?"
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And then be like, someone be like, "Oh, I know a way how you can get 2 Bitcoin." Like, bro, come on, dog.
Stop it, man.
Come on.
Stop.
Come on. If you know, joking.
If you know how to get 2 Bitcoin, why are you texting me about it?
Yeah, I haven't talked to you in like 10 years. Like, fuck you talking about? Like, what we talking about right now? Bro. So it's crazy, bro. But
it is.
Yo, bro. So I have I was gonna say I have a question for you. So here's the thing, right? So to wrap up every podcast, right?
Okay.
I do a thing where it's where you might have a quote of the day, or you might have like a question of the day.
Okay.
For the people. So I don't know if you necessarily have a quote, or if you have like a quote that you go by every day, or if you have like a question a day for the people out there.
Whoa. Man, you hit me with this. You should have let me know. I would have been more prepared for this.
Yeah, I know. But
dang. All right. Quote.
Or it could be something you could tell to the people, bro. It could be like your own saying too. You know what I mean?
My own saying. Look. My advice to everybody. All right. Before you say something, think about it for a second. All right? Because if you don't, you're gonna get yourself into some shit. Trust me. That's my saying.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Talking from experience.
Talking from experience.
Talking from experience.
Now, is there anyone that you want to shout out specifically? It could be a creator. It could be someone that you know. It could be your mother. It could be whoever.
Nah, just shout out to Rayvon. I know he's doing his thing. Shout out to you, brother. You're doing your thing, and you know, look, y'all just keep doing what y'all do, you know, and don't let the grind stop, because, like you said, once you lose momentum, you end up working 2 times harder trying to get back. So, shout out to everybody that have their own business, working towards something. You know, keep going. And yeah, I'm just here to motivate everybody. You know what I mean? So.
Hell yeah.
If you ever want to chop it up, anybody, you know, in terms of motivation or content creation or video editing, let me know. I'm willing to always help out, give out tips. Check out my basketball channel. I haven't touched that channel in a minute, but it's like Basketball YT. I'm pretty sure you can link it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if y'all want to partner up or just chat it up, let me know.
And I guess shout out to Danny, my boy. He's been watching every podcast, and I'm sure all you guys been watching the podcast too. Shout out to my boy Carnell for showing up today. Damn, my boy look like Ghost out here. But shout out to everybody that's been watching the podcast. There's been much love lately. And to be honest with you, Carnell's a great fucking guy. So his link is gonna be here in the description. His link to his personal Instagram and his TikTok and Instagram.
Probably TikTok. That's nothing. I read Instagram, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So shout out to Carnell. We'll link both of his pages down below. Make sure you guys give him a follow. If you guys want to collaborate with him, this guy is really fucking talented and really fucking smart. He just showed me shit before this podcast that I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys watching this podcast. If you guys made it all the way through here, then you guys are pieces of shit. No, I'm just joking. But much love to you guys, man. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Always stay safe and much love, man.
All right.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.